Everyone, this is Daryl20, and welcome to episode 17 of Daryl20's Let's Play of all of the Mods 8. Hey, we're, killing a mythic boss today. Oh, look at that. Edson's Steel Touch Golden Pants of the Blockade. Look at all that cool stuff on it. Neato. Protection 5, huh? See, that's the thing, though. Like, when you have Apotheosis installed, Protection 5 ain't no big deal. Speaking of Apotheosis, I did go back and review my video, and I noted that when I used the enchantment applicator from Industrial Foregoing, it applied the lower tier enchants. So the books were the correct level, but then using the enchantment applicator applied them at the lower level. So don't use the enchantment applicator with Apotheosis. That's the recommendation for today. Just use a regular old anvil. Works just as good, but actually better. I'm just in the nether, farming up some wither skeletons. Look, I legitimately farmed them. Nice. I even get like a little quest reward, look at that. Anything cool? Some kind of helmet, maybe? I don't even know if that's what I got as a reward. Maybe coal. I don't know. But, I mean, that might be enough wither skeletons now. I've been putting them away, so I actually don't know. I did go to a different, this is the wither, this is this area here, right? So this one is in a very not easy to navigate around thing. So I added another waystone here, and we should be cool. And then I can go home, and we'll see how things go. So, now that we're back home, let's see how many actual wither skeleton skulls I got. I think I should be cool. So that's enough for 5, right? Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Excluding the fact that we have wither skull fragments, right? And then what we should be getting is the wither data model, which will make me wither predictions, which I can use to make nether stars. Cool? I like it. So in my offhand, this goes. I don't think this has to be in your offhand, but I think if you want to see in the top left your status, it being in your offhand is cool. So I'm gonna head back to my wither area now, because this is my wither area. This is what I'm doing, and we're gonna spawn a new wither. Cool. And then realistically, all I have left to do is kill these dudes, like, you know, 5 more of them. I'm gonna kill this one on camera. Magnet on. Hello, friend. Once you get the pattern right, you basically just want to rise up in the air along with him, because he kind of goes straight up. And that's an easy peasy way to take him down. Cool? Pretty cool. Alright, killing him 4 more times, and I'll be back. Alright, so this will be the last. Every now and then I get like this crazy crit, which I think is one of those enchants that's like a really, what is it? Is it Warple? Is that what does it? Like a crazy crit that happens? But now in the top left, you'll see that I have a basic model. Now, if I kill him 12 more times, I would get a better model. And as a quick refresher on this, if we look at this, you'll see that basic has a 5% chance, advanced 22, superior 65, and self-aware 99.5. So basically, the higher tier of the data model, the better chance that we'll have to get this wither prediction. So whenever this simulation chamber runs, it's going to either generate one of these or one of these based on the chance. So with the basic model like I have now, we only have a 5% chance of getting a wither prediction. 95% chance of getting the generalized ender prediction, which can be used to make a bunch of other cool stuff, including dragon heads, which we might get to at some point. That said, this thing will accumulate data inside the hostile neural network thingy. So let's make that bad boy, right? So what I'm gonna do is put away all this stuff. I also got some cool, neat stuff. Enchanted Voodoo Poppet allows you to prevent certain types of death, prevent suffocation, prevention of darkness. Neat. Okay. So let's get the simulation chamber. That's the next thing to make, right? This is what's going to run and generate wither data models. And then we want the loot fabricator as well. Oh, that needs a nether? Okay, netherite ingot is the thing that's needed for that. Not that ancient debris is going to be hard to find now because we have the mechanism miner, but, you know, cool. Okay, let me take out my wither data model. You don't need to be in my offhand no mores. And then we can just stick this somewhere in our basement. Super matter where it goes, I don't think. Let's get some advanced. Get me some flux points. Okay, so loot fabricator, simulation chamber. Okay, so now we insert the weather data model. Cannot begin simulation, missing input prediction matrix. That's right, we have to make those things. That would be these. We'll stick them in there. We'll automate this with an export bus or something and a crafting card. And then as you can see, it's going to run. And then once it hits 100%, it will either generate based on the chance here, right? There. And see how data collected went to 1 out of 48? So 48 more times, he'll bump up to advanced. And then we'll have higher chances of getting our stuff, right? Okay. So now we want an exporter. And we're going to want a crafting card. Upgrade. Okay. So, exporter. Crafting upgrade. And let's add you to the autocraft list. Okay. And then cables. Maybe I want to move this over one. Oh, doesn't super matter. We're probably going to want an importer here at some point. Why don't I just do that now to get it over with? Actually, we're going to want an importer and an exporter. We're going to want 2 of these, aren't we? Yeah, we are. And another exporter. What's the bottleneck on that craft? Very good question. Okay, so you're going to want to export as well. Okay, so you should now be importing my generalized ender predictions. Okay, and once we get a successful sequence, see our model accuracy keeps increasing? So every time we process this thing, we get a better chance of getting the good drop from this dude, which is cool. So we failed again, that's alright. But once we get it, I might be able to drag from here. Wither. Yeah. So I can export bus the wither prediction here. And what that'll do is, as soon as we get a wither prediction, it will export it in there. However, the wither prediction, the only thing it can make is another star. I don't know if it'll automatically be selected, but there's a UI here where I have to choose which output to make. Because other things, let's take, for example, chicken, right? They can make lots of other, you pick which of your predictions, which items you get. Cool. Now, can I use you to make experience too? I thought I could. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But you can be used for all kinds of cool stuff. See? Alright. If this doesn't work this time, if we're not, lucky, it's a 10% chance, so it's 1 in 10 that we might. Yeah, no luck. Alright, we'll come back when 1 is done, and then we'll be cool. Oh, and we should put our crafting card and our prediction matrix in this exporter. And then that should be crafting prediction matrices for me, and then outputting them. Cool. Looks good to me. Wow, I am having bad luck today. Minecraft RNG. Alright, I finally got one, I think. Look at that. Nice. So it exported, now I just choose another star, and now anytime a weather prediction goes in there, it will create another star and pop it right in there for me. Sweet. Is now a good time to make a refined storage? It's not refined storage, though. Range up, infinite booster. Is that the phrase I'm looking for? Infinity range booster. That's the AE2 one though. Infinity range booster is this guy, and then he can upgrade to dimension card. But we need 4 of those, so it's not actually. We need netherite for that. All right, so I don't need stars for that just yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. So how's my mana doing? Because we should be pretty cool here. It looks like he's been, you know, plugging right along, which I'm very pleased with. Look how much experience we have. Can I get a tablet real quick? Pretty sure I could. And now might not be a bad time to, there we go. We'll get a tablet going. So you're in tablet to pool. I want pool to tablet. That should be good. We'll let that drain out. So this is actually working really quite nicely. I think what we'll do today now is charge right through Botania to the end game. I'd like to get the portal to Alfheim and the Terra Steel and all that good stuff going so that I can get better spreaders, and then we'll go from there. Now, real quick question. From this mod, how do I get an all-the-modium alloy blade? So we'll need elemental tool infusion as an option, it looks like. That can't be right. Enchanting apparatus? Oh, so we have to use Ars Nouveau to get this. So we take an all-the-modium sword, we get some of these dudes, and then we're cool. Now, how do I get these alloys? Ooh, they have to be energized with piglet carts. Okay. With a lot of RF. That's a lot of RF. It's a lot of RF. That is also a lot of RF. Not an insane amount, mind you. All right, so I feel like we're not there yet. I feel like we're not quite at the point yet where we're going to be able to do this. So what I'll do is the following. I'm going to get to the point where Botania can do my enchanting for me, maybe. And then we'll have some fun. Cool. But I need to get things sorted. So let's do that. Let's get Terra Steel, right? Agglomeration plate and all that stuff going. And then we can jump into getting the portal to Alfheim open. Do I want to have this all set up right here, or do I want to move this setup? I could probably consider that. And at some point soon, probably now-ish, I should be thinking about how is my base design going to work going forward. Am I just going to be like splattering stuff in the immediate area like I have been, or am I going to do like in my Let's Play series where I tried to keep things organized and neat with different areas for different locales and whatnot? I did kind of like that. I did kind of like that. And if I'm going to do the portal and all that, we should probably start thinking about that now. All right, so I want to try something from Waystones just to see how it works out. So warp plates need warp dust. And I'm not quite sure how they work, but I think there's a quest for them if I'm not mistaken. That would be here. I need 2 of them. These work like pressure plates. Right-click them to get a shard that you can then use on another warp plate to link them. If you need to create another attuned shard, place flint in the center and surround it with 4 warp dust. Okay. Cool. Alright, so let's see. Easy base teleportation. Boop. Badoop. So right-click it. Oh, neat. That's cool. Okay. And then that? Okay, interesting. Insert this shard into a warp plate. Ah! So I do that. And then I do that. And then what? Step on it? It's a little slow. It's a little slow. Be faster, warp plate. I got very spoiled in my last Let's Play series with things. But if I put this into a wall type structure like this, then it's real quick and easy. We just pop in and then boom, and then we're there, right? Maybe. I really did like the Ars Nouveau kind of approach to it. But that might be cool. That might be cool. I haven't gotten into ours yet, and that would take a lot of getting into. So I might go this way. If only you could be a little bit faster, then I'd be happy. All right, how do we feel about this room? Not too shabby. What I think I want to have, and this is right kind of near my base. It is here-ish. I just kind of dug a little bit down and into the base. Not too crazy. Let's get a receiver from this doohickey so that I can teleport here easily. That's going to require... Let me have another flux point. That flux point is destined for other things at the moment. Okay, so dial Planes Network, you get charged up. Portal room, that's where you're going to live. And then we'll, kind of like we did in the past, and let me get rid of this to-do waypoint. Waypoints, to-do. Let me hide you for a sec. There you go. Just because you're in my way at the moment. Right, so like we did in the past, I'm going to have just, you know, I liked that. I really enjoyed that mechanic of having multiple rooms designated for multiple areas so that my main base could remain clean, and then I would go to other locations for that stuff. So portable... what's it called again? The charge porter, that's what it's called, right? Yeah, there we go. And then I should be able to upgrade you relatively easily, so why not? And then if I bind you, and you should be getting charged from Flux. Yes. Though rather slowly. Wonder if we're having power problems back at the base. Something went wrong with the What went wrong with the destination? That's a weird message. The destination seems fine to me. Are you having power problems? No, you're good. You don't have any limits going on, right? So... It's a weird message. I've never seen that before. Something went wrong with the destination. Huh. Do you think we should try, like, breaking it? And placing it? Clear you? I mean, it seems to be working fine, except for that annoying message, right? Like, aside from the message saying that something went wrong, I don't see anything having gone wrong. That's weird. Isn't that weird? I feel like that's weird. I've never seen that before at all. But, you know. Interesting. I guess we'll have to keep an eye on it. But worst case, I just, you know, now have a nice way. Oh, now it's not doing that anymore. Huh? Oh, now it did it. One worked without that message. Okay, cool. That's a thing. All right. So now if I'm home... Weird. Is it like on... It's on a chunk border. It shouldn't matter that it's on a chunk border. For fun, I'm just going to move it and see what happens when I do so. I'm going to clear you. I'm going to bind you. Nope, doing the exact same thing. Doing the exact same thing, which is super weird. Super weird, right? Okay, well, I'm not going to sweat it, because clearly it claims something went wrong, but it doesn't seem to actually be going wrong. Right? But then what I can have here is something like this that would be with the warp plate, right? So I'm going to put a warp plate in here. I don't yet know exactly where I'm going to build the botania area, but let's go do that now, right? It shouldn't be too hard to do, so I'll be right back once I do. All right, how's this look for a botania room? Does that look cool? I like it. I think it looks good, right? Not terrible. Now, I did not even check to see if this is, you know, appropriately sized or not. But I'm just going to assume that it's close enough. It doesn't need to be perfect. So then you're going to go here. And you're going to make that thing. This is going to go in here, so that if I stand in this, I'm going to go back to here. Okay, not terrible. It looks like I might want the block above me to be cleared. So that I don't take... take damage when I teleport. Yeah. Poor cat. Let's see. Better now? Yeah, that's better. So you want 3 blocks tall, and you should be safe. Okay, that looks good. Okay, not too shabby. So then this is this room, and then I teleport through here, and I'm going to get to my botania room, which is cool. Now, this room might be 16 across, but I'm not going to super sweat it. So now let's go home. Okay, I'm going to accumulate all my botania stuff. Now, you are probably going to want to stop for a sec. But all these things should remain as they were. And I shouldn't need this stuff. All right, you shouldn't be in this mode. You should be in shapeless. That's better. Cool. Okay, and then... well, I guess that can work. All right, do I have any junk? Yes, I do. Let's put away you, and you, and you. And you can probably go away. I do want that grass, though. Excellent. And then how about a couple tablets? Because I want to save this. Mana. Can I get another tablet, you think? Ish. We're going to need some stone. That should be pretty quick. And then we'll get this stuff moved into where we want to be. Now I'm going to put you guys away for a sec. This can go away. That should be fine. I'll come back once. What I'm going to do is pick up this mana pool, get the mana in a tablet, and then we'll go from there. Be right back. All right, so I actually have no idea why I have 73 levels of experience, but I do. That's the thing, I guess. Why do I have 73 levels of experience? I have no idea. But whatever. Anyway, so you should be cool now, right? And then the plan will be to have basically this with this and the XP tap. And then my theory is that I'll be able to have multiple XP taps kind of like that. Does that sound cool? And then you can have this dude, and you can have this guy. And then we'll have the mana detector here with the sequencer facing like that. And then we might split up the nodes so that you have the redstone input there. See how it's doing the thing? Cool, right? Okay. And then... right, you're not going to do that, right? So then you're going to bind to this guy. Okay, and then on the down, you're going to be that thing, which requires the signal. And then you're going to be there. And then I turn this off. See? And it's back to the way it was. Cool? Okay. That should work, right? And then we can do similar setups for the other stuff. In fact, what I could probably do is link all 3 of these to the same detector, so that as soon as the detector stops, all 3 of them get experience. But that'll be, you know, a future state kind of deal. You can see I threw my grass blocks down in here so that it would spread. So now you're generating mana from experience again, which is cool. We can get our Terra steel agglomeration plate and get ready to roll with this stuff. Deal? The only thing is I'd really like you to... I might get my 2 more Rosa Arcanas first. So let's do that. Let me have 2 buckets of water. Oh, not you. Although that is cool. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder if I could, like, if I sink this to a water, would he always have water in him? So if we got an ender tank, this could be a fun trick. Hold on, I want to try this out because this is a neat idea I just had. We are out of lapis, so that's a thing that I should have my digital miner handle for me. I was going to actually have him do ancient debris, but I got distracted, which is not uncommon. And start. Now, how do I change the... Make scroll to change mode. Place only, pickup only, invert, normal. I like that, place only. Now, how do I change your color? That's... You know what I bet I need to do? I bet I know what to do. I bet what I do is if I were to stick you here... No, you're white. I don't want you doing that. Yeah, I should probably... Fluid trash can you? And pipe. Alright, you need to be all sided-y. And then you get that water out of there. Cool. So blue, blue, blue. And then probably that to link it. And now because you're in place only mode, anytime I right click, this is basically an infinite water bucket. Right? I think so. Ha! That's cool. Ha! That is cool. How cool? How cool is that? I ask you. I ask you, how cool is that? Okay. So now you're going to get me another rune of mana. Okay. And then the Rosa Arcana was pink, purple, lime. Right? So pink, purple, lime. And don't forget we need a couple seeds. Oh, right, I forgot the... There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So now we've got 2 more Rosa Arcanas. That means I'm going to want 2 more tanks from Mechanism. Okay. Then we're going to want 2 more XP taps. I didn't want to do that. There we go. Okay. Then we want the XP taps here and here. Open. Okay. Then we're going to want you and you. So on the north side, you're going to be an insert. On the north side, you're going to be an insert. And then if I just bind you two, does that sound cool? So no, the problem then becomes that he's going to insert into there, and he's not going to have time. He doesn't distribute it. And I don't think there's a mode to say distribute. I can round robin it, but that's not going to exactly help. I don't think. Like, I could say round robin true, and then set you to 1 tick. Let's see what happens now. That kinda works. That ain't terrible. That ain't terrible. Did you see that? That kinda works. No? No? Now, I probably wouldn't mind another one of these bad boys, right? I'd probably like another 2 of those, to be fair. And for that, we're going to want gunpowder and nether wart and brick. That's kind of cool. That is really kind of cool. No? The timing on that just works. Yeah? Gotta say, I'm digging it. That is not too shabby. And it'll get faster once we get the other stuff going, right? Like once we get the top tier Tanya thing. I like this. I think this is kind of cool. I do. I think I'm going to move this, by the way. I think he would just be a slightly more efficient positioning if I put him here. Don't ask why. I don't have a really great answer for that. I just feel it in my bones that I want this here for some reason. Okay. I'm going to call that a good wrapping up point for the episode. So let me know what you guys think. I think this is a neat build, and I think it really works quite well, actually. I'm very pleased with it. Hopefully you are too. When we come back next episode, and I didn't chunk boundary. I should have made this a 1 chunk thing. I meant to. I really, really did. But whatever. I'm not redoing the whole shebang for that. So hey, look, more waypoint things. Let's just claim it, right? So that would be here, and does that mean we're cool? Like you're chunk loaded? Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, wrapping up point for the episode. Devil20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think, because I'm pretty pleased with this, and I think this is a great way to get lots of experience. Because look, we already have a quarter of a pool, and this is just from me like messing around the last few minutes, including some crafting. So I used some mana too, so not too shabby. And it will only get better because once we get better spreaders, this can basically run infinitely, and we shouldn't have a problem keeping up. But we might. I don't know. We'll find out. If we do, we can just expand the size of our room that has the blazes in it, and we should be able to get mob essence even faster than we are currently. For now, Devil20 sign off. Take it easy.